Hi guys, welcome back to CoCo Budgets. It has been a long time since I've sat down and done a video. Thank you for coming back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm basically a UK budgeter. I currently live in Dubai and I'm just basically trying to get my finances together so I can work towards financial freedom, a more secure future, and basically just a better life overall. If that's something you think you'd be interested in, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff. So, welcome back to my channel. It has been months since I've sat down and done a video. All I can do is apologize that I haven't really been on here. I was really just trying to get my life together. I changed jobs, so I'm literally back in teaching now. That's what I was doing before. Then I took some time off, thought I would try and make it on my own, do a little business thing, take on a whole new role outside of education, and it just didn't work out. So I was literally in my previous job for about 5 months, and I was just like, do you know what? No, I need to go back to school. I took some time to do some soul reflecting, really think about what it is that I want, what I'm working towards. Because I think I got a bit sidetracked, to be honest, in terms of working towards my goals. So now I feel like I'm much more level-headed. I know where I'm going. I know my goals. I know my plans. And just the way I'm hustling right now is so crazy. I'm hustling like I've never hustled before. So I thought, seeing as it's October, new month, let me actually get back into budgeting properly, especially now that I'm in full-time proper income, proper job, sorry. And I thought, let me come and actually do a video so then I can be held accountable for my spending. So yeah, thank you guys again for joining. I really do appreciate it. Those of you that subscribed, even when I was inactive, I really do appreciate it, honestly. So please just stick around and let's just see where I end up. I mean, I'm literally so goal oriented at the minute, but we'll get into that in another video. So what I'm going to do today is I'm basically just going to map out where I want my money to go in the month of October. Like I said, I'm back in school, I'm back in teaching, so I'm a full-time teacher. I teach primary school children. So now that I'm back in a job, back in a proper work setting, earning proper income, I can now get back to my goals and my savings and my cash stuff and everything like that. But I must admit, I am in a bit of a sticky situation. I have so many things I need to just clear and sort out and, just get rid of certain debts and stuff like that. Nothing major, thank God, nothing major, but still there is quite a bit that I need to just sort out. So what I've done is I've mapped out where I want my money to go in October. So I've done a monthly overview of what I'm expecting to receive, what the bills are that I want to attack this month, and then my cash envelopes. I'm not putting anything into sinking funds, but I'll get to that in a minute. Savings, debts, and then all of that. And then I've got my week 1 budget sheet, which I've already done because I just needed to do it myself and then come on here and talk it through. So let's start with the monthly overview. Okay, so what I've done here is I've basically budgeted out based upon the things I need to take care of this month and the money I'm expecting to receive this month. So as I mentioned, I'm a British teacher, but I currently live in Dubai, so I earn in dirhams. So a lot of the things you see here will be covered based upon me earning in dirhams. So let's start with my salary. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. So I've written down here my salary of 15,375 dirhams. I'm also expecting some money from tuition, so 4 different tuition streams. So a parent here 1,925, tuition from another parent 875, tuition from a language school I was working with but no longer working with for a story I'll get into later, 720 dirhams, and then I couldn't squeeze it in but I put it at the top, tuition from another parent 5,250. That would give me a total income for October of 24,145 dirhams. Okay. Yay. That's a big step up from what was I earning for, the 7,500 that I was making do with before. But I'm super grateful. But this is literally down to me hustling, my affirmations, just my general positivity and my goal setting and being clear on what it is I want, and asking the Lord above just to guide me in the right way, Anywho, let's continue. So that's the income I'm expecting for the month of October. It's not all going to come at once. It will come at different times of the month, but this is over what I'm expecting to receive. Now, what I need to take care of are these things here. Now, some things I've already paid, and I'll talk about that in a second, but this is all that I need to cover this month in terms of my bills. So I'll start off with rent. So my rent's due this month. We pay every 3 months, and it's for 10,000 dirhams. Then I've got some bills to take care of in the UK. That's going to total 2,200 dirhams. My car payment, 2,000 dirhams. Internet, 368 dirhams. Council tax, which is a UK bill, 1,534. Twinkle, which is like a teaching resource. You can get resources from there. 213 dirham 66. Gym, 210 dirhams. Amazon Prime, 140 dirhams. And Zoom, 58 dirhams. Okay, that gives me a bills total of 16,723.66 dirhams. Now, let me just be very clear here before we move on. I have already cleared some of these. Now, the reason why some of them are so high is because I mentioned this in a very old video that I don't like the fact of having to pay every month for certain bills, certain things that can just be paid annually. Like, I just don't like it. I don't like seeing that money's just coming out. And it'll just be random times. It'll be like first week on a Tuesday, Zoom's coming out. Then the following week on a Thursday, Amazon Prime. Then the next day it'll be this, and the next day that. And I just don't like it. I don't like it, honestly. And I'm grateful I'm in a position where, I can just pay for certain things for the year, So that's what I'm working towards. I want to be that girl that just sorts everything out for the year, and I don't have those monthly outgoings. So I'm going to use my highlighter here, and let me use the yellow one. And I'm going to highlight the bills that I have already paid. Now, the reason why I've already paid them will make sense on the second sheet, which is this one. It'll make sense why I've paid it already, okay? So let me just highlight what I've already paid. So I've paid this one, council tax, it's already done. Twinkle as well is already done so far. These two to speak. Okay, yeah, I've done those two already, and I did those literally yesterday. Okay, I did those yesterday. All right, so that's for my bill. So as I said, total of 16,723.66 on bills. That will leave me with 7,421.34 in total for the remainder of the month once those bills are taken care of. So let me zoom out a bit. Moving down to our cash envelope, so fuel, a total of 520 dirhams for the month. Now, I actually only just realised it's a 5-week month, if I'm correct. So I normally budget about 130 dirhams per week. So yeah, I think I'll have to sort of revise that a bit as I go through the month. Food, a total of 720 dirhams. That's not including what my partner will give. To be honest, I didn't actually factor in what he's going to give. I just did it as if he'd already given it to me, but we normally go halves on it, so it's normally about 360 dirhams each for each of us for the month. But I've just done it as like if it was me paying it all, because it was just easier for the sake of the budget. Then personal, I put 1,000 dirhams. That's to include like any beauty maintenance if I decide to go out this month and things like that. That brings us to a total of 2,240 dirhams, which if we subtract that from the amount left, that leaves us with 5,181.34 dirhams. Now, sinking funds is not getting anything this month because there's just no room for me to put anything into sinking funds. Okay, so it's just at zero. Moving on to savings. So I want to start doing this thing that I read in a book. I recently read, I listened to the audiobook. Oh gosh, what's it called? The Richest Man in Babylon. And something that was noted in the book was basically to put aside 10% of your income, like no negotiation, 10% at least of your income, at least 10%. So what I figured is, even though it's a tight month, what I would do is I'll take 10% of my tuition money. So all of the money that I get from tutoring, I'll take 10% and just put that aside as my savings, just to start me off. I do have some plans for my savings, which I will go into probably next month, maybe. I don't know. I'll go into it next month. Some plans that I will act upon from January. Okay, I know it seems far away, but from January I'll act on these plans. But like I said, I'll go into it in more detail in a later video. So 10% of all my tuition money I calculated to total 869 dirhams. So if I aim to put that away, then that will leave me with 4,313 dirhams. Then the dreaded credit card. Now, I'm grateful that my credit card is not super high, like some stories I've heard, but I have my credit card limit is 6,000. It's way over because they keep on charging me for like overcharge limits and stuff like that, and it's currently at 7,000 something. So what I would like to do is put 3,000 onto the credit card this month, put 3,000 onto the credit card next month, and then whatever's remaining, clear that in December and close the credit card. Like, I don't see any benefits in having a credit card in this country. Back home, I know over in the States as well, it's a bit different, but here I don't see any benefit in having a credit card, in all honesty. And I've never been one to have credit cards. It's the first ever credit card I've had, and do you know what, like I'm just so over it. Like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm over it. Anyways, I'm aiming to put 3,000 aside. Now once I put 3,000 aside, that's my only debt, by the way. Oh, apart from I owe some money to my mum and my boyfriend, but the like big debt, serious debt, this is the only serious debt I have, which I'm proud of. And anywho, that would leave me with 1,313 dirhams, which I am going to roll over into, the plan is to roll it over into November. So I want to leave it in my account as like a cushion, a buffer, and just roll it over basically. And that's what the month is looking like, okay? Now this is all, I put it all in the budget part because this is what I'm budgeting for. It could be a possibility of getting some extra income from another student, who knows, but anything can happen. But this is roughly the plan of what I want to stick to. Now, with that being said, I've already gone ahead and done week one's budget, like budgeted for week one. I've not done any cash stuffing. I'm not doing any cash stuffing today because I don't actually have the cash. So, yeah. So let me show you what week 1 of October is looking like. Oops, hold on one second. This is the wrong one. Okay, so this is what week 1 of October is looking like, okay? So this is basically based upon when I'm expecting to get certain money. So you'll notice on here, I've put down my income as salary, because the salary we get paid on the 3rd of every month. The 3rd will be tomorrow. Today's Sunday 2nd. Then tuition. So two of my parents have already paid. They paid me on October 1st. And one paid September 30th. Now, just those 2 parents have paid so far. So a total for the week, okay, for week 1 is 18,175 dirhams, okay? From this, I'm going to tackle these bills. Now, like I've already said, I've already covered 2 of them, but this is what I'm planning to use the money for during week 1. So my UK expenses, 2,200. The internet, 368. Council tax, 1,534, which, as I mentioned, has already been paid. I've done it yesterday. Twinkle, 213 dirham 66 is already paid up until next year, which is great. Gym membership, 210 dirhams, which I'll sort out once my salary and stuff come through. And Amazon Prime is due on the 6th, which I believe is this week. This is what I want to cover out of all of my bills. So just to remind you, these are all the bills that I have for the month of October that I want to cover, but it's just these ones I'm taking care of in week 1. Okay, just these ones for week 1. That will be a total of 4,666 dirhams, which will leave me with 13,509 dirhams. Okay, hopefully you guys are understanding the method I'm using here. Anyways, for week 1, fuel, 130 dirhams. Food, I did a food shopping yesterday. It came to 316 dirhams, which is more than what I normally spend. I normally aim for about 180 dirhams maximum per week. But I went to the African shop, which this doesn't sound as bad as it sounds, but it literally is called African shop. I went to the African shop and I just basically stocked up on some bits for like when I'm cooking, like for my partner and stuff like that. So what I bought there would literally last us. Like the stuff that I bought would be fine, it will last. Anyways, 316 I spent out of the 720 that I allocate per month. Then personal, I want to allocate 250 dirhams. I want to go and do a pedicure. My nails need doing, like they look horrendous. So it was my birthday last month. Just a very quick story. It was my birthday last month. My normal nail tech, she is on vacation until the 6th of October, unfortunately. So I went to a new place. She spent 2 hours doing my nails, you know, lovely. She did gel, they were really nice. Literally like about a week and a half later, pop, 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 they just started popping off, literally. Then when I asked them, I was like, look, I showed them, after 2 of them had popped off, I showed them, said, look, 2 of them's come off. Can I come in and get them fixed? She was like, yeah, sure, no problem, madam. This, I was like, okay, how much will it cost? I was thinking, the way you're talking, it doesn't sound like it's going to be free. So I was like, how much will it cost? The reason why I say free is because the first 2 popped off within like 5 days. And yeah, so I was like, how much will it cost? She was like, it's 30 dirhams excluding VAT per nail. By then, it was 2, bridging on possibly 3. That's 90 dirhams. I only paid 100 and... What did I pay? I think I paid 180 dirhams. So what you're saying is for 3 nails will cost half of what I originally paid. That didn't make any sense. I just ignored the message. I was just like, no, it's okay. So I just literally popped off the others, which I know you shouldn't, but I popped off the others as best as I could. I need to soak them in some acetone just to get off this last part. But realistically, I'm going to go see my nail tech when she's back, which should be this week. Right, story time over. So... that's a total of 696 dirhams for week 1 in terms of my cash envelopes, which will leave me with 12,813 dirhams. Again, nothing for sinking funds this month. Is the reason why nothing for sinking funds is because I just don't have room to add to sinking funds. At the moment, it's just not really a priority right now. 10% of tuition. So this is the tuition I've received, the payments I've received already. So 10% added together will be 277 dirhams. That leaves me with 12,536 dirhams. Now for the credit card, my minimum payment that they're expecting is 1,930 dirhams. That's what they're expecting. I said I want to put 3,000 onto the credit card this month. That's my aim. But the minimum they're expecting is 1,930. So I'm going to put that minimum on. That leaves me with 10,606 dirhams. Okay? And that's going to roll over into week 2. So 10,606 dirhams will roll over into week 2 of October, and I'll do the same again. So the next video will be me doing my cash stuffing. Now the cash stuffing, I'm sort of debating if I'm going to do it because tomorrow's Monday. It's going to be a busy week with work and everything and tutoring, so I might skip week 1's cash stuffing because a lot of these things will be done on line, and then it will just be the 10% tuition that I'll get the cash for to actually stuff and the cash envelope. So I might I don't know, I'll see. I might just do a double cash stuffing next week. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that's the plan. That's what week 1's looking like. This is what I'm budgeting for, and I'm hopeful. I'm like, you know, hopeful basically that this all works out. Anyways, it's been lovely being back, I'm not gonna lie. It's been nice recording this video. Definitely stick with me. I will be posting another video next week. That's the plan, to post another video next week and then do one every week after that, so I'm holding myself accountable. Anyways, hope everyone's okay. Those of you that are over in the States, in particular Florida or any other countries that are affected by Hurricane Ian, like, I pray for you guys. I pray you guys are all safe and well and looking after yourself. Anyone also suffering from anything else, whether it's to do with the war or anything, I just pray you guys are all okay. You know, yeah, I just appreciate you guys even watching the video. So I pray for you guys. I pray everyone's all good. Anyways, see you guys in my next video. Bye.